One of the hardest things you could possibly do is trying to grow as a person while you are with someone. Yeah, that's the hardest thing by far that I've experienced in my life. Like, to be young and to grow up into your adulthood is one thing, but to grow into your adulthood with someone else in your life is single-handedly the hardest freaking thing ever. Because there's two people wanting something for themselves, but they don't align in paths, right? They don't align. And most of the time it's because one person doesn't know exactly what they want. And if you don't know what you want in a relationship, get the frick out. Seriously. If you can't even pinpoint what you want in a relationship, why are you even going to stoop someone else low? Why are you going to set someone else back? Why are you going to waste more time for another person if you don't know what you want? Being in a relationship is important when you know what the other person wants and needs are. When you know what your wants and needs are, it makes it so much easier. If you don't know what you want and need, you're just going to play the guessing game with them. You're going to play the guessing game with yourself, and it's going to be a cycle effect of just not knowing anything. You're going to be playing life like improv. You're going to be making it up as you go. That's not a way to live. And if you want a future with someone, you need to know exactly what you want for yourself. You need to know exactly what you want, and they need to know exactly what they want. And that's the only way it's going to work, especially if you're in your 20s. If you are young in a relationship, you both need to know what the hell you want. Stop going blind. Stop going blind. There's no need to go figure it out. You could either figure it out by yourself, or you can really try to figure it out in a relationship, but you need to know what you want. You can't just assume you're going to figure it out, because you're going to waste so much time. The amount of effort that you can put towards yourself, you're going to put toward that person that doesn't know what they want. Think about that. For all the time and effort that you can use to grow as an adult, as a person, into the person you want to be, is going to be put towards someone else because they don't know what they want. And that's wasting so much time. Why would you want to waste time? Relationships are supposed to be like collaborative. They're supposed to be like, if you have a missing piece, I have the missing piece. You know, like, I'm your missing piece. I am the substitution of what you don't have. I am your strength to your weakness. Yin and yang. That's what relationships are. Like, if you find your person, it's supposed to be balanced. And when it's not balanced is when they don't know what they want. It's either when one person doesn't know what they want, or both people don't know what they want. And that's dangerous. That is scary, and it's so taxing. It's so exhausting. To sit there and argue all the time, like, come on. Why? If you don't know what you want by now in a relationship, get out of it. Get out of the relationship. Get out of it. Doesn't do you any good if you're constantly being questioned, or if you're constantly questioning them. Relationships are supposed to be balanced. They're supposed to be yin and yang, and I feel like the future should be bright. The future should be, it shouldn't be completely promised. Shit happens. Not everything goes to plan, but if you don't have that solid foundation for the future, if you don't have that solid hope for the future, then it's like you're rolling down shit's creek with that person. You're wasting mad time. Like, why waste time with a person when you can be making nothing but time with them? So for young couples, this is really the dilemma, because we're trying to grow, trying to become somebody in our careers. We're trying to make money, trying to find a foundation in ourselves. We're trying to find ourselves as young people. And to be in a relationship trying to do that, probably single-handedly the hardest thing ever. That's the hardest thing ever. Like, how do you do it? How does one really try to find themselves while they're with someone else? Especially if they're making it harder for them. How does one do it? Strength? Like, do you really tell yourself you're strong enough to go through that? So, yeah. relationships are hard. They're really hard. And as long as you know what you want, it shouldn't be that hard. To be real, it really shouldn't be that hard. It should just be wanting to be better for them, wanting to be better for yourself, wanting to be hopeful for the future. That's it. That's really what it is. Relationships should be always driving for the future and living for the moment and not really worried about the past. And if you're worried about the past as a relationship, like, snap out of it. Snap out of it. Yeah, just a little relationship advice. Because nowadays, I mean, there's people in relationships, but we're struggling. We're all struggling, even if we're single. So just make sure you know what you want. Know what you want and stop wasting your time with someone who doesn't know what they want. That's it. Thank you, guys.